energy, boosted her life. Iron say iconic enersal, energize. Iron say iconic enersal, energize. Iron say iconic, iron say iconic, iron say iconic, iron say iconic.
So, so Smpl, this is Quantei Titans versus RP Warrior Lions. The Quantei Titans are batting first. They have begun their campaign well in the South Mumbai Premier League. They have won that encounter, and Santosh was scintillating with that half century in that match. That's outside the off stump, but well within the tram. So good call by the umpire. That can happen with the new ball. That's probably a wide because the previous one was also in that column. The wicketkeeper standing close actually slightly, maybe to a fraction, I would say, reduces their chances of being called out as a wide. So if that ball has the previous ball had swung and allowed to move, and the wicketkeeper was standing back, it would have been more of a kind of a wide delivery. But the wicket keeper standing up reduces that smallest possible margin. That's the line he wanted to bowl. Finally, he gets it right. That's a big appeal. The umpire immediately, whenever he shifts his position, you need to understand it's not going to be any chance of having an LBW. Quantei Titans versus RP Warrior Lions. This is match number 17 in South Mumbai Premier League. Quantei Titans unfortunately have lost both the matches, so they would like to take the right step ahead. They would like to start off with a win. Abhimanyu Khanna, of course, one of our favorite players. I would say I've seen him playing very at many venues. You cannot find a more committed player than him. Let's see. That was quick. That's a wide. Oh, that's down the leg side, and maybe the height was an issue. Oh, that's danger. That's he's out. So many times have you seen a player trying to run after that LBW appeal and getting out? That can happen so many times. So he got saved from one end, got out in different form. That's down the leg side. We'll wait for the umpire signal. Umpire would say two wides. Abhimanyu Khanna comes in. Just love the way he takes on the opposition, whoever it is, and not the one hanging back. He'll get those runs in a strike rate around 140, 150 consistently, and he may not be the ones with the best possible technique, but I love the way he approaches his game. Batting, bowling, fielding, whatever, he commits, and more than 100%. It's a very tough league, this one, the South Mumbai Premier League. This is not going to be easy, especially against a very strong team. That's again slightly outside the off stump. A very long over comes to an end. A lot of wides in it. 6 runs at the end of it. 1 over, 6 runs, and the wicket of the opening batter. This is down the ground, but that's going to be a big wicket. Manish, will he get the wicket on the very first ball? That's a big blow. This has not been this year. Abhimanyu, very rarely have I seen him getting out cheaply. It's not his year this time. A couple of matches in a row, Abhimanyu gets out very early. Oh, that's a full toss. Unfortunately, the ball went straight to the fielder at covers. That was 4 written on it all over. He could have hit it anywhere. Right from point to covers to long off, long on. He goes for it. They have come with a definite mindset. Do not take a backward seat. Clear instruction given to them. Go and have fun. No point just prodding around. And he is their enforcer. That's the strategy. Go there and hit the ball when the power play restrictions are there. Oh, that's the way you hit your shot. What a way to get off the mark. He went for it 3 times in a row. Third time he got it. So that's a nice strategy to have. In spite of losing those 2 wickets, the best way is to attack the opposition. As that's to say, aggression is best form of defense. Attack is the best form of defense. And Satish has come with that mindset. He might go again. Oh, that is a cracking shot down the ground. Maybe a single, not well timed, but the intent is there. The intent is there to be seen. He has come with a different mood today. He is a special player with some very strong batting technique with the hitting down the ground. So that's working out at times and at times not. But he is the one who has come with a clear mindset. That always helps. Oh, what a crisp, delightful drive that is. That is just pure timing. That will race away. There are 2 ways of getting runs. Satish just had a sledgehammer in hand, and this was a superb, delightful cover drive. More pleasing than that big sledgehammer. 2 overs, 2 wickets, but 15 runs. 9 runs in this over, courtesy those 2 wonderful boundaries and a single from Satish Wadav. That's using the pace of the bowler. This is, oh, confusion. Still has a chance. A tragedy and a comedy of errors. That could have been tragedy, just got converted into comedy of errors. Complete misunderstanding, both of them. They were speaking some different language. Oh, that was so very close. The bowler missed it. The fielder missed it. That's going to be a wide again. That's going to help. This is why I like Abhimanyu Khanna's team. They may not be the strongest. In fact, RP Lions is a fabulous team. They have some great players coming in good form. And the best way to handle your opposition is to take them head on. Oh, that's good work from the wicketkeeper. He has been asked to do some extra work. He was standing up initially. Now, even if he's standing back, he has to cover up a lot of wide deliveries. The new ball can be good, but the new ball can also do some tricky things. Just losing control. A big wide, that is. Satish Yadav, take my word, he's not going to take a backward step. Just got saved the non-striker. This might travel now. This ball is going to go for a boundary or a sixer. Take my word. Yes, it does. But there's fielder over there. The solitary fielder over there. So both the fielders now, batters now, getting some energy into it. So there are two different batsmen over there. One batsman who believes in hitting the every ball and taking the leather out of it. The other batsman on the other end seems to be the more one with having a compact technique and a controlled mind. Even he lost his mind a couple of balls back when he went for that wild run. And fortunately for him, the bowler missed, the fielder missed, the backup player missed, and he was safe. He comes back and strike. He's got a life. That's nicely played. A solid block is also necessary. Oh, this is superb. 1, 2, 3, 4 fielders over there. He stole the single underneath their noses. Good understanding now. At some time before, they were just fighting like a couple to be divorced, and now they are understanding each other's word like a newly married couple. That's very well bowled, but straight to the fielder. That was a very same shot on which there was a chance of a run out where both the field batsmen were at one end. The best part was he did not give away. As soon as he thought the throw was slightly awry, he went back and he was safe because the other backup player also missed that ball. So you should always be alert and not give hope and just get stranded because the bowler might or the fielder might just go there and remove your wheels off. You always get a chance. And that has happened even in the international cricket matches. Not once, so many times. That's beautifully bowled and fantastic running between wickets. Dug it out and throwing also was good. All good cricket all round. Any kind of good cricket, even if it does not bring you some success, that has to give you pleasure because you always improve. So look at that throw, just one in fact a couple of stumps to miss, and he was at an angle of 45. He got it done. That's beautifully played off the hips. That has to be a couple of runs. Yes, nicely done, easily done. He's using those delicate touches, and the other batsman on the other end is trying to hammer the ball. So, two very good set of batsmen with two contrary batting styles, but both very effective. So the score is 22. We saw 6 runs in the first over, 9 runs in the second over, 7 runs in the third over. The 22 for 2 at the end of 3. 2-2 on the scorecard. Oh, what a shot! Delightful. Superb. Scintillating. 4 runs. That is easily done. And he is looking in some great touch, this man. Two different set of batsmen with two different set of techniques, and both equally effective and pleasing to watch. When a batsman goes after the bowling in that first few overs, that's always entertainment. Whereas you have another batsman on the other end who's playing those authentic shots, just playing with lot of grace, timing and temperament, and connecting the ball and timing it instead of trying to hit it hard. So that's always good to watch. Oh, this is very high. Has it gone that far? No. It would be a very, very tough chance. Hats off to the fielder, at least going for it. And it has gone for a very, very long and high boundary. Satish, just love his approach. Just love his approach. This is meeting fire with fire. He is not taking a step backward. Very rarely do we see batsmen coming from ball 1 with that kind of intent. Hitting, trying to hit every ball. He has not tried to block any ball. He's just swinging every ball. That's what I'm doing. What a shot! This is crisp. This is delightful. This is out of the park. What a shot that is. Dancing down the ground. He has taken the long off and long on. These are not that short boundaries. What a shot that is. Satish Yadav. Yadav power. This is Surya Kumar Yadav's territory. He stays there in this 3-kilometer periphery. And this guy is just exactly having the same kind of attitude. Yadav power. He is just going for every ball. He hasn't played for a single. He hasn't played for a double. He hasn't played for a block. He has just gone for boundaries and sixes. Only one way of going at it. Every ball he is trying to hit. Oh, what a shot again! 6 again! This is even better. Brilliance from Satish Yadav. Has it gone out of the park? Yes, it is. There are some nets over there to protect. It has just gone over them. What a shot that is. Very unique. Oh, he hasn't stopped. This is up and over into the extra cover. What a shot. This guy is playing a blinder of an inning. 4, 6, 6, 4. There was a dot ball in between. Forget about it. What a shot that is. 20 runs in space of 5 balls. This is how you approach the first 4 overs. Brilliance from this man. They got 20 in 3. He has got 20 in the next one. 40? 48 runs. Imagine 26 runs in this over. Courtesy that man with the saffron cap on his head. A lot of discussion has been about this color. But today, the saffron is the color when it comes to hitting. This man with the saffron cap.
Boosted energy, boosted life. INC iconic enersal, energize. INC iconic enersal, energize. INC iconic, INC iconic, INC iconic, INC iconic.
balls he has swung bats for only boundaries. He hasn't attempted to block the ball. He hasn't attempted to. In fact, twice he tried to chop the ball into point region where there was confusion. Other than that, all 12 balls he has swung the bat. So a very unique innings. Very rarely do we find the batsman just going for runs. First couple of balls when he came, he got a full toss which he missed. Then another shot he played that was swing and a miss, and the third ball he hit a boundary. A very unique kind of innings this one. He is going for every ball almost. 95% of the balls he has tried to hit, and almost 60% he has connected. This is quick bowling, quick left arm bowling. Very difficult to handle. Left armers are a special breed. Every team has a left arm bowler, and who is difficult to handle. We saw Kunal on the other day; he was sensational. It's not easy to face them with an angle. I don't know. Left-handed batsman bowler are always a trouble. This is a delightful stroke. A shot you play against a left arm bowler is a shot inside out into the covers. If you are good at it, and also a shot which you can, if you say a reverse sweep, if you can play the reverse sweep to the ball moving away, and if you are cramped for space, you can get a lot of runs. So those two shots that should be there in your armory if you are playing a good left arm spinner. And a left arm spinner, three shots of them, maybe getting on the top of it and playing it towards the square leg, a sweep which is getting right on top of it, or else a shot into the covers, or else you go into a shot which can be a reverse sweep, or just wait for the turn and play it on the back foot towards that point region. So those kind of shots are the choice of shots which can be like useful against a left armer. Yeah, that's what I was talking, into that extra cover region. You completely open that with that angle. Satish Yadav has taken the first single after a long time. Generally in school also he must be like aware of only two tables, 4 and 6. Oh, that's delightful. That's superb. That's beautiful. One batsman who is going hammer and tongs, not bothered about connecting with the middle of the bat, not bothered about long off, long on, cow corner, anything. And another batsman who is playing with a lot of touch right from the middle of the bat. I think Satish can't keep quiet. He'll go for it now. Long off, long on have to be on alert. In fact, he plays it quite prudently, smartly. He got a lot of runs in the first four. He's trying to milk the scoring and consolidate it. He has got 48, which is almost a score of 7 or 8 overs. And after getting those 12 runs per over, he's trying to consolidate by 7, 8 runs per over, which will take them to around 8 to 9 runs per over after over number 10. Oh, this is nicely. What a shot this is. Brilliance from the point at man at point. Some super stuff in terms of fielding. But batting has been better in the third and fourth over. So unique kind of, I would say, a scoring pattern where we saw 6 runs. 6 runs in the first over. Then we saw 9 runs in the second over. Then we saw 7 runs in the third over. And then we saw 26 runs in the fifth over. And again in the sixth over, it's just 5 runs. In the fifth over, just 5 runs. So 6, 9, 7, 26, 5. A very unique pattern where we saw a couple of overs of 6 and 5. Then we saw a 9 run over. Then we saw a massive over of 26 runs. Also we saw a decent over of 7 runs. So it's just everything over there for you. One man who is prime responsible for it is the man on the non-striking end. But this guy has also played well. He has played it delightfully. Oh, that's a very different shot. The ball almost died. That was left arm very slow. You'll very rarely find any left arm Chinaman bowler like Kuldeep Yadav in this kind of game. You'll almost find orthodox kind of bowlers trying to take the ball away. Very rarely do we find a Chinaman bowler, because Kuldeep Yadav, who got those 8 wickets, was just a very different breed where we will not find that many Chinaman bowlers. Oh, the spinner can do this. He has got the best batsman out. In fact, he is back. He is back. Oh, that was so close. I thought he was gone for on money. Because the ball was bowled a little slower, his bat may have come back in time. The ball took a lot of time to reach there. That was so very well bowled. I think he would wait and play it on the back foot now. Yeah, that's what he plays on the back foot. Again, flummoxed. The ball just shot up over there. We have played so many games now. A wicket trying to show slightest of inconsistencies. The ball may have landed on the seam maybe. He will go for a big one now. Take my word. Oh, that's nicely bowled. The ball is racing towards that man on covers. He has almost got a second life. That was very close, but the right decision. Oh, that's beautifully done through his legs. But there's protection. They took the first one little slow. Throw right on top of stumps with that one bounce. That's again well bowled. The slowness of the bowling has just got Satish Yadav into some kind of trouble. But this is good prudent batting. He's just consolidating the very good start which he has got. He's got 12 runs per over. That's what I'm saying. So if 4 overs 48, and even if they get in the next 6 overs maybe 7 or 8, they are going to get 90 runs. Even if they get 7 runs per over. That's 6 7s of 42. So at the end of 10 overs it's going to be 90 runs, which is a very good score. So this is good prudent batting, trying to milk the bowling when you have done that hard work and got those important runs in spite of losing 2 wickets in the first 2 overs. It will be 1.1 overs. With that single, the score will go ahead. Oh, that has to be a wide. That's good bat. I just like the way he reacted to it because he feels he missed out on a chance to get a boundary. That's very nice thinking because people say well left on the leg side. When it's there on the leg side, you go for your shots. Even if you're going to miss, you are not going to get harmed because you'll get that wide. But if you make some proper connection, you'll get a boundary. So if you're going for the ball or something on the leg side, it will not be a small just nibble or something. It has to be a proper shot which will get you 4 runs. So if there is a ball which is going down the leg, don't leave it. Just try and go for the big shot on the leg side because if you make connection, you're going to get 4 runs because there are very rarely you do have fielders over there. If you miss, you're going to get a wide anyways. Satish Yadav. He is just trying to get out of the shell which he has created for himself. But that's not bad. That's what his plan was, getting 5-6 runs, 6 runs to 7 runs per over in the overs after power play. They got 9 after the first 4 overs. That's fine in 2 overs. You might get another over in which you get 8-9. That's superbly timed. But straight to the fielder over there. Nicely timed off the middle of the bat. The ball is just flying off the middle of the bat for Satish. That is beautifully carved. Again, look at them going racing for their second run. But that was a second in it. There was a second in it. That's not good running. They took the first run very slowly. Maybe Satish Yadav wants to maximize this over and get this ball, go for a big one. And that would be the only reason I feel. But many times you have seen refusing that second existent run, you getting into trouble. The next ball you get out. So that I hope shouldn't happen now, because I would love to see this man bat for the next few overs. It's almost done. A very good over again by this man comes to an end. Fantastic bowling. Where he almost got Satish Yadav. 5 runs in this over again. The last few overs have been 6-5-5. This is nicely bowled. Oh, that misfield, very rare. Unfortunately for him, but fortunately I would say that did not go for more than 1 run. That could have gone for a boundary. There was a single. That misfield just accounted for a single extra. Oh, that's giving away a wicket. When you're batting so well, why to give away a wicket? That's good bowling by him. I think he was batting so well, he shouldn't have done that. These guys are so smart, but I still feel just like say 48 runs in the first 4, then they get 7 runs per over, not more than that. They'll easily come close to 90, which is a massive score. They were going along, motoring along. Why was the need of going for that kind of a shot? The umpire waited for some time, and he thought for a while and decided to go against. Oh, that his heart would have been in his mouth. He was actually on the front foot. That saved him, and the ball hit the top of the pads. So that's again 2 counts on which that LBW won't be accounted. That's beautifully hit. That's a cracking shot for no runs. That's beautiful. Shot off the back foot. Just a single over there. That has to be a wide, no? He shuffled across. Every time he shuffled across, that margin of wide changes. He's tried to hit the ball off the back foot. There is protection. Even if he has gone and hit into the covers, there is protection. So that's the area behind square on the leg side. Will he go for that one? That's again hit into the same area where his bowling strength is. He has got all those fielders there where he's bowling those kind of balls outside the off stump. So that is good smart bowling. So the RP Warrior Lions have come back strongly after being that assault by Satish Yadav. They have come back well. This is the area I was saying there were no fielders, but that running could have been slightly better. Satish Yadav comes on strike. He is in 39, and Himanshu is the new batter. He goes for the big one. There would be 4 runs. No one's going to be stopped there. Oh, that's good work by him. Just a single. He went all the way 20 meters towards his right to stop that one and did a great job. That's the area where it is unprotected, right from square leg to long leg. But he has bowled well. He has bowled to his field. There is deep point. There is deep extra cover. There is mid off. There is long off. Yeah, see, there is. Why was there a need? That was unwanted. ये टीम दोनों मैच हारी है ना सर, आप दोनों जीते. Oh, that's very well bowled. This guy has bowled really well. And this man, Satish Yadav, has the thorn in their flesh. They would like to get him out. And he has given him a lot of opportunities to get him out. Yeah, luck has been on his side. I think he'll go for a big one now. Irrespective of what has happened now, he'll go for a big one. No, it plays it prudently. He goes into his 40s now. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. Uh, they have protected that area very well. That fielder at point has done a great job. Those angles are being covered rightly well by the captain. This is good bowling by the left armer. He has got those breaks on the scoring. Also, they have got wickets. So they were racing away. 5 overs, they have just given him a 20 runs. Oh, that's beautiful bowling again. Good flight. More importantly, the line is fine. See, first 4 overs 48, next 5 overs 20. Oh, that's beautifully done. Into that covers again just for a single. Oh, that is good comeback by RP Warrior Lions. They got 48 in the first 4 and they have conceded just 23. Can you imagine? 23 in the next 6. That is less than 4 runs per over. This is not good. That's nicely bowled. Oh, that turned sharply. That's down the leg side. That's race away for a couple of wides, maybe three wides. So they get three wides. But that's beautifully turned away. Anything on his left and right, there is that short fine leg on that man on 45. So anything towards his right and left with some good pace on it will go for it. The outfield, as compared to previous occasions, has become slightly thick on the edges. So there would be some work done so that the ball remains consistent and just moves along swiftly. This is a very, very fair circle. And that smash, that's going to travel, but straight to the fielder over there. Unfortunately, all his shots of the back foot are either being stopped at point or being covered at that sweeper cover, which is present over there. You haven't seen his boundary after the fourth over. Satish Yadav has completely gone in his shell. This guy was just like on a super bike when he came in on Hayabusa, and now he has just got into that old kind of vehicle, that MAD or Scooty, and gone very slow. That's a wide, definitely. There was a run in it. Satish somehow has gone on his shell and has not been scoring runs. Santosh Yadav, Santosh Pallav, I would say. Santosh Pallav is, that's carved and the ball will swivel. That's a good call, in fact. That was a good call of weight because the ball would have swiveled and gone on straight to the fielder. So Himanshu is calling well, but communication between them not that great. We still have Puneet Gambhir in the team, so I just love the way if he gets on song, he is very difficult batsman to stop. So 8 runs in Santosh Dada's first over. 79 for 3 at the end of 11 overs. Yeah, this is very interesting kind of set of overs. First 4 completely belonged to the team in pink. Then this team of Warrior Lions came back strongly in the next 6. And I would see, let's break it down in over number 11 to 15 in those kind of brackets. Let's see who makes it. Football, they say, is a game of 2 halves. But cricket, a T20 game can be bifurcated or trifurcated in 3 parts. First 6 overs, then overs number 7 to 15, they say. Or sometimes when the Indian cricket team, it is over number 16 to 20, depending upon how good Hardik Pandya is and how good in form he is. Well, every other team will try and go in the last 5 overs. Hardik Pandya delays it to the last 4 overs or 3 overs, and he goes really mad in those last 3 overs. So he's a completely different person when it comes to playing the last overs. Just like MS Dhoni was, he always used to play very high risk shots only in that 19th and 20th over. And Hardik Pandya starts it a little bit earlier. This man who has come in has tried to play some shots, but unfortunately most of his shots have gone to the players. Himanshu, let's see whether he plays some improvised shots. He wanted to go for a big heave. That's good running from Satish now. some emergency being showed. Oh, he has cleaned him up. That just took the outside half of the off stump, just in fact edged it, and that was enough for to take the man who was just got stuck in his innings. He started off like a bullet train, just slowed down like a local train, and just his wicket to the fag end was just like a luggage train. But he just as he tried to open the arms, throws a wrong ball. He gets out on the score of 45. He promised so much. He has, even considering all that, he has played a very good innings. That was a risky run, but taken nicely. Gautam Faruria gets off the mark. Himanshu. That squared him up. He's bowled well, this man. For his couple of overs, he took a wicket and is bowled prudently. In fact, he got a couple of wickets. Again, that's a very good crowd and clear call of no. It wasn't wait, it wasn't stop, it was just no. That's better always. Santosh Mama will continue with his off breaks. Santosh Palav. First over, he was slightly expensive. 8 runs considering the other bowlers had just given 23 in 6 overs. His over was the one which 8 runs were taken. And in this over, just 5. So same 5-4-3 pattern continues. Only exception was Santosh Palav's over, in which we gave a few wides. He needs to find a way to get runs now. All his cut shots are landing straight to in the point sands. He need to bifurcate that gap in that fielder on point and behind point. You need to find a way. That's good bowling. Flight. He's not a very difficult bowler to handle. You can hammer him for runs, but there is where he gets a chance to get wickets when people can take him lightly. That's beautifully done. They have to go for this runs. Yeah, there was a second in it, a clear two in it. Puneet is getting ready. I think he would be the next man in, and would love to see him against Santosh Pallav because Puneet goes for those big ones. Just shaping to play that big shot and just persuaded away. He has cleaned him up. Santosh Pallav gets on that wicket taking column. He joins the party. After considering 8 runs in the first over, this over he has bowled well. Just 1 run and has got a wicket now. I just wanted Puneet Gambhir to come in. He has come in. Such a good team, RP Warrior Lions. I'm just big fan of this man. Santosh Pallav. Would love to see him in action. The other day he was simply superb. He was hitting sixes with so much ease. It was a very delightful innings to watch. In fact, Puneet has been held back. This one batsman coming in. That's good bowling by him. He's bowling his leg spinners to good effect. This man, Santosh Dada. So they got 48 in the first 4, and in the next 9, just 36. Jitesh comes in. Oh, that's how you start hitting them big. The fielder had a few yards to cover. He was in no position to it. He was just trying to play off the back foot, just play those dibbly-dobbly shots. Suddenly, Imanshu opens his arms, and he needs a wriggle on. The team needs a wriggle on. That was a positive shot. The score moves on to 90 now. The off spinner being shown no mercy by this man Ivanshu. His strike rate was he was struggling with the strike rate, almost 50 it was. It's taken a move on. That's to the other side of the mid off. One shot in the long on, another shot in the mid off. He's got 5 runs in the first 2 balls. They needed that. The scoring was completely halted by some defensive batting and some not so good running. But now it's the time that they have made a comeback of sorts now with that boundary. Good intent being shown. That's good shot off the back foot. Akash Desai. They have Naveen, their wicket keeper. He's a fantastic wicket keeper of this team. So he is still there. He's also a good batter. Also is Puneet Gambhir. That's some good firepower down the ground. Naveen is a very good fighter when it comes to batting. He's not maybe big hitter, but he can play well for his team. The ball has gone past him, and it will go all the. What a good shot that was! The confidence of him that the ball is going to travel him. Even if the fielder at sweeper cover was chasing, that is so good. Last two shots, shots of complete dominance. The one shot down the ground when there was wideish long on, he had just a couple of meters to cover. He hasn't having any chance. The other fielder over there is some protection in covers. He had to move towards his right. Not that great distance to cover, but still the batter was confident. He beat that fielder at short cover, and he beat the fielder at the sweeper cover as well. What a good shot! What two delightful stroke in this over. And he goes off very, very nice. The improvised shot. He wanted to go slightly squarer than that, maybe between that man at 45 and the square leg. Instead, he hit it straight to him. That's nicely bowled. A very good over after a long time, an over in which they got a dozen. 96 at the end of over number 14.
Boosted energy, boosted her life. INC iconic enersal, energize. INC iconic enersal, energize. INC iconic, INC iconic, INC iconic, INC iconic.
That's a very good shot of the back foot. He has opened his arms in the last couple of overs. Himanshu is looking good now. He almost had 8 runs of 17 balls, which was a strike rate less than 50. Not acceptable. Forget about a T20. Not acceptable even in T20, and not acceptable even in a one day or a test match. Oh, this is fabulously done. Akash is giving him some good company now. They two may not be their best batters when it comes to hitting, but they have done a fantastic job in the last couple of overs. They got a few runs and they have got the scoreboard moving. You might just see Himanshu hitting a big sixer. He's a boundary hitter kind of player, but he's playing some adventurous shots once in a while in between. That leg spinner has done it again. His ball is taking a lot of turns. Santosh Palav is looking very, very effective. Oh, he completely squared him up. He's got a good turn today. Very rarely have you seen this pitch having a lot of turn on it. But that's a change in this wicket today. It isn't the same flat wicket which it's got some turn today. Oh, that's smashed. That's the reason yeah, Palo may be thinking the ball is heading towards him. He just thought happy that he's not in that way because that was hit hard. Punit Gambhir against this man, that's what I would see some interest in the next show because Punit will smash him out of the park if he stays there for a couple of overs. Oh, that smash, that's going to be straight to the fielder. That will take some stopping. That's what I was talking. Punit Gambhir, the scorers, the broadcasters, everybody would be in danger if he sees some spinners against him. They have to change their bowling quickly against Punit Gambhir because he'll smash some boundaries over here. And he is the one, if he gets on song, we'll have new balls coming. That's beautifully flighted. What a ball that is. Beat everyone over there. Fantastic bowling by this left armer. He has just bowled it so well. All the left armers on show have been brilliant. And the left armers and Santosh Palo's good spin bowling has just turned the tide for them. A beautiful flight again. Good shot of the back foot. Akash gives it to Punit Gambhir. Expect a big shot coming. Maybe towards wideish long off. Wideish long off and between covers. Expect a shot coming. Maybe a flat boundary or a huge sixer. One bounce boundary on cards or a big sixer. That's beautifully bowled. That's nice, smart, prudent bowling. He was flighting the ball to Akash and he has bowled a flat ball and a quicker ball to Punit Gambhir. Punit may have thought he might get a flighted one. No chance of getting that. That's good, prudent batting. Will Punish push hard? Oh, he does. That's a risky one. That's trouble. He somehow manages to get in. That will test all his calf muscles and thigh muscles. Not easy. Not easy to run in this kind of weather. That is some good, great bowling. Bowling completely different line, length, pace, change of line, change of angle. He just bowled it wide of the crease and fired it into the legs. Oh, that's prudent bowling against a batter who is known for going for big shots against some flighted deliveries. That is so very good to watch. Flight on the ball. That's very well bowled. Not anywhere near the middle of the bat. Fabulous spell of spin bowling. Will Santosh Palo come back again to bowl or will they go for a medium pacer? (104) at the end of 16. If Punit Gambhir goes mad in the next few overs, expect a score of 150. Or else they would be restricted to somewhere around 140. That happened in the last match which they played. They should go beyond 150. Smpl South Mumbai Premier League Division A matches between two very good teams. In fact, Quantei Lions have been on the other side of the result. But RP Warriors won their first match very easily. It's some fantastic batting by Santosh Palo got 60 odd runs in very little number of balls, and he finished the match quite early. On strike. 104 the score is at the end of 16. They need a minimum of 12 runs per over from here on to post a very good score. That's racing towards the covers boundary. No one's going to stop that one. Easily done off the back foot. A lot of timing and placement in that. Not a lot of power. Not a shot which could have gone for a lot of runs, but a good placement, giving him that 4 runs in that extra cover region. So some change in field now. The protection has been brought little towards extra covers. In fact, they emboldened one more fielder. I don't know where from they got it from. Maybe the man at 45 has come in into the circle to into that extra cover position. He still might go in the same direction, or he goes downtown. Akash runs and Puneet walks that single. That's good. Is they are showing some good intent. A boundary every over will give them 10 runs per over minimum. If they get a couple more, they might see a 15-16 over run over coming in. And we need to be alert over here. This man, he rarely after a space of 3, 4, 5 balls, gets bored and tries to go for that big sixers. Let's see whether he goes again. He understands a lot of wickets have been lost. That's what I was talking. We are on alert. Long off, long on. What a great fielding effort that is. Fabulously done. Wideish long off was in business. That's what I mean. Flat shots, one bounce shots. That was a great effort. Yes, he bowled well. He's fielding well too. The left armer doing the job in the field. That's hammered. Oh, Puneet. He was walking on and was on a stroll. He was just put to a red alert. And Akash is complaining because the ball was hit straight to the fielder. Expect another ball coming towards Yash, and the fielder had long gone. Oh, the ball just missed off stump. How did it miss? That was no mistake of his. The ball just zooted down, and it did not come up at all. He's played a lot of matches this year on all 4, 5 wickets which we have, and very rarely had the ball misbehaved. That was one of those occasions, very rare occasions, where the ball just zooted down. It has become a little slow now after having so many matches being played, but they'll do some good work on the pitches again. Oh, this is beautifully picked up. This is 4 runs. No one's going to stop that. What a shot that is. It's not easy to hit on the top and get shots like that. They get a couple of boundaries in this over, and they get, I think, 11 runs in the 10 runs in this over. In fact, a 12 run over. 116. So they get 12 runs per over. They're going to cross 152, 162. I beg your pardon. Oh, he just scoops it. Oh, almost had a man. The ball will run away for a boundary. No one's going to stop that one. What a good shot that is. The score moves on to 120. Oh, he's trying to hammer it. It's a pass search over. So they're trying to hit every ball. That's the reason he scooped one. That was for Yorker, which was scooped up, and then I get a single. Both of them walking that single now. Akash is having the right mindset. He may not have the firepower, he may not have that kind of technique to hit those good runs, big runs, but his intent and his shot selection has been good. He may not be the power hitter kind of mold kind of bets batter, but he has the right mindset. But he is a power hitter, this man on your screen. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. Puneet is in mood now. I expect a sixer or a wicket in the next couple of balls. The ball's remaining slightly low. That's the issue. Oh, that's beautifully bowled Yorker, but he has dug it out and the ball is racing towards the square leg boundary. That would be a brace, not more than that. Very well bowled Yorker that was. Beautifully bowled. Anything in his arc may be pitched slightly on the good length or short as that's going to travel. The ball keeps slow, he's going to be fine. Or a length like that which cramps him. Take my word, this ball is going to travel into that cow corner region for a sixer. Take my word. It goes into the mid off. I thought he was going the other way. That would be just a single. A very, very good over by Imran. Beautifully bowled. Gave just one boundary and kept these two very strong batsmen quiet. Fantastic bowling. 9 runs in this over. 125 at the end of over number 18. He has bowled well with some beautiful leg spinners. His leg spinners have turned and the ball has kept low. He's a very strong competitor. He was man of the match in the previous match with some scintillating batting, 60 odd runs in 20-29 balls or something like that, and also bowled very well and took important wicket of Sachin Jadwar. He was going along well, and that was where they won the match. Oh, that is beautifully bowled. Nice flight. That's what I was talking. This guy has got more turn than anyone today. In fact, more turn than anyone in the tournament. And his ball has turned well. He bowls us very slow leg spinners. That is beautiful bowling. Oh, he's got Puneet Gambhir. That's a big blow. I was worried that he was going to go for runs. He has got Puneet Gambhir. That is almost getting a very good batsman cheaply. He could have cost them 4, 5 sixes. Maybe he's injured. That's the reason Puneet Gambhir is not swiftest in the last couple of matches in that other tournament also. This guy is not well, and he might have pulled his hammy for running on that quick single. That's the reason his movement was restricted. Otherwise, you get a lot of sixes from this man. But Santosh, once again, he has got all big fish. He got Sachin Jadwar out in the previous match when they were going well, the RMBs. That's good bowling. Just one run in the pass search over. That's brilliance from Santosh. He just looks a very innocuous bowler which you can take for him for runs. Today's leg spinners have viewed that magic. Akash, he might just go into the covers if the ball bounces. That would be a better shot, or maybe his favorite shot is just playing the slog sweep. Instead, he goes big. That is a very good catch. Just takes it easily. In fact, it was Sankit, not Yash. All my predictions, all my views were completely gone out because I thought Santosh would be taken for a few runs instead. He has not gone for runs. He has taken a couple of wickets in this over. So the wicket comes in. Naveen. He is a handy batsman. Oh, this is what he does prudently. Very nice shot. He is a competitor. He gets a boundary of the very first ball which he faces. Oh, beautifully flighted. What an over. In that over, he got a wicket of, in fact, a couple of wicket of Punit Gambhir and Akash Desai. Also, he just gave away 5 runs. Beautiful bowling in the power play. Santosh Pallav has bowled really well. His, his 4 overs have been brilliant. Oh, this is smashed. This is long. This is 6 runs. Is it? No, it's a boundary. Just short of that. I thought it was going all the way. Good shot this is from the batters coming low down. This is the last over and they would need at least 15, 16. Oh, this is again brilliantly done. Couple of runs, maybe. Yes, a boundary. It's a boundary, I think. It's a boundary. In fact, it's a couple of runs. Fielder just managed to stop it, as he claims. Oh, this is 6. There is no doubt about this one. This will go all the way for a 6. No 2, no 4, but a 6. Naveen putting a new life into it. Forget about the boundary. Get a 6er. It takes courage to bowl in the last over, and he bowled a fantastic over the over before this one, and just gave away one boundary and 9 runs were conceded. Still, not a bad effort. 12 runs in the first 3 balls. He might go one more. That's smashed, and that would be wicket. Another wicket. In fact, the elbow hit his own body and the ball popped out. He made a good attempt. The elbow hit his own body part. And once the elbow hits the ground, it's a drop. This time it hit his own body actually when he tried to turn around. 2 balls to make a difference. Bowling by Imran after being hit for boundaries and sixes makes a good comeback. He's almost like Iqbal Abdullah of Mumbai. He used to bowl like this. Quick balls, firing hitting in the left armour. Last ball. They got 14 or 13. Will Naveen get a sixer into that cow corner region, his favourite spot? That's good bowling, but that's smash. That's going to be 4 runs. That's brilliantly done. What a shot to end the over. Naveen, the wicketkeeper, gets it done for his team. So 17 runs in this over, 147 at the end of over number 20. 148 is the target. They need exactly 7.4 runs per over to win this one.
Boosted energy, boosted है life. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic.
1 Piyush and Ankit, the two opening batters. That's beautifully bowled. So 148 is the target. Ruksar, Ankit comes on strike. That's beautifully bowled. Ruksar's first few overs are going to be crucial. If they happen to take a few wickets, the target's going to look like 160, 170. Puneet Gambhir was injured today, going for that quick sinker, but Nevin made covered up for him more than enough. That's good bowling. So in the last 4 overs, they got somewhere around 43 runs. They were 104 at the end of over number 16. They got 43 runs in the last 4 overs. So that's good comeback in spite of losing Akash and Puneet Gambhir in the same over. And whilst I was just having a walk around there, just asked Puneet what exactly the case. So he said he was injured, and he was thanking Nevin, and he was saying, "Thank you, mate. You covered up for me." So he's not bothered about his injury, but he was happy that his mate has got those extra runs. Nevin has got those extra runs. He's behind the wickets, but what a good pickup shot that was. Beautifully done. Not easy shot to execute. It did it with perfection. Playing that cross-batted shot, that to middle of the bat, superb. Using all that wrist and doing it easily. Fabulous shot. That is just insanely talented shot. Now they got change in fielding now. Two fielders protecting that area, but that's not a good sign of being like protecting a shot which is across the line. When you have bowling ball out like moving away, that's the direction you should have more fielding. But I don't think that fielder was needed. The score at the end of over number 1 is 5 without loss. Oh, that's beautifully bowled Yorker. He was just squatting on the back foot and he was yorked. Bowler? Akash Desai played well, contributed well with his mid innings effort, and he was looking in a very positive mindset. If he gets a big wicket or two, that would be a big boost to his confidence and performance. Oh, that's a beautiful pickup shot. What a shot again. Two fabulously played shots. Ankit played some delightful shots. This guy took one very good catch, and he has got two shots, one in the cow corner region, this one behind square, and this one was pitched on the legs, and he was given the right treatment. He's just doing it insanely easily. That's the best part, and that can have the opposition into a lot of worry. That's how certain players get run so easily. Surya Kumar Yadav is one. There was one player, he was very bad at the his fag end of the career, but Kedar Jadhav was one such batsman who used to play such shots very well. And that's very well, Bill. Good comeback. I think that's Nevin, the wicket keeper. He batted well. Satish Yadav in that saffron cap started off like a bullet train, just slowed down later on. That's a chance. That would be wicket number 1. Oh my god! A couple of runs, not more than that, but he is injured. And also, the team's chances are badly suffered because of that. That can happen. He's a very good fielder. Maybe into that sky and that floodlights. I don't think there could be a reason for not taking that one. Can't be dropping those. Especially in Division A League, especially in a tournament where a lot of it there is at stake. Oh, that was bowled with such anger. It was a quicker ball. Bowler can't complain because he's one of his better mates. He's not looking at him. Look at him. Not looking at the fielder who dropped it. Akash Desai very very passionate and would be ruining a fact of missing out on getting a very good batsman out who was hitting them for fun. He has actually 2 very good shots and he had given him a chance now to get him out. Ankit looks very good. But this is what he can do. That is rubbing salt to the injury. He is just so superb. Short and diminutive. This guy packs a punch. 3 delightful boundaries. 1 in the cow corner, 1 in deep square leg, and this one behind point. All 3 different shots. A good work by Abhimanyu. Just a single. It was a very very productive over. The previous over. A catch was dropped, a couple of boundaries being hit. 11 runs in that over. That's beautifully bowled, but that's fabulously hit. Beautiful flight, nice line, nice length, but the shot even better. This guy is looking simply outstanding. He is doing it with insane ease. Just delightfully driving those balls, picking them up and depositing them for boundaries in cow corner, in square leg, smashing them into the covers, also slashing it into that point region. This was good. Ruksar making a strong comeback. 4 sixes for this man, all 4 corners of the ground, and all at 45. And he plays it with one hand, flicks it with one hand. Look at his shot making. The first shot was in the cow corner. The second shot was in that square leg. Then he went the other way, 45. He went over the point and then he hit one into the covers. So all 4 different directions. This is well bowled by Ruksar. So he almost covered all the angles starting anti-clockwise from cow corner. He went towards fine leg, inside square leg. Then he went towards point. And now a shot in covers. All 4 shots in 4 different directions. And you call somebody a 360-degree batsman, that's the reason. You play all round the clock. Simply very good batting by Ankit. There is still Santosh Pallav to come. He is the impact bowler. Subhash comes into bowl. He is a very reliable bowler and a bowler who is trusted by Abhimanyu Khanna. That's nicely done. He'll give you overs and overs of some good economical bowling. Last match he bowled really well 3 overs, but in one of the overs he was smashed for 25 runs. Will he come back? He is their main bowler. He's squared him up. He's got a big reputation of being a bowler who claims a lot of wickets. So that's the reason the batsmen play him differently. And at times, not that good a ball also can be defended off. A solid block on a ball which was slightly pitched on the leg stump. He might bowl a quicker one this one. He's bowled 2 normal deliveries. He rarely flights and generally bowls the ball slightly quicker in air. He might just fire a big armor in. Yeah, he bowls it short and quicker. But fielding, so look at that fielder racing in. That's good work. Very rarely do we find people playing with that pink kind of uniform. And that's Abhimanyu Khanna's color. And I've seen him with that big back hat. He's back with that one. Generally wears it. Does not wear that baseball cap. That monkey cap which you're talking about. He always wears that. For some unique features for some certain players. But Sankit has been so impressive. I've just been a big fan of his kind of batting now. Gautam has been called back. He comes as a wideish long off. And the cow corner is brought in. Satish Yadav comes in. Oh, he's squared him completely. That's what I was talking. Very quick through the air. This is what he does. Change in pace. Subhash bowls it so very well. The squeaker balls. The left armers are a flavor in every team. In fact, a necessity and a compulsion in every team which they have. And Subhash will bowl the squeaker balls. Also, he will bowl those balls. The normal pace is also a big one. And the quicker ball goes almost like a seamer. And this guy has been a match winner in so many games. This is a premier event, Smpl. A lot at stake at this Division A match. A very, very strong team. RP Warrior Lions. Quantei Titans may have lost a couple of matches, but trying to make a comeback with their season team. Very nicely bowled. This was a slow. His slower one is a variation. People ball slow and they bowl a quicker one. He bowls quick balls, a very quick ball, and a slower one. A slower one comes as a variation in between all those 6 balls. Slightly different kind of bowler. Very, very effective. Beautiful bowling of fantastic left arm orthodox spin bowling. And look at Nevin taking every ball cleanly. That is so good to watch. Just 1 run in this over. Almost deja vu the figures. The first 3 overs they got 22. The first 3 overs they got 22. The 4th over went for 26. Here Subhash gives away just 1.
Boosted energy, boosted her life. Iron say iconic enersal, energized. Iron say iconic enersal, energized. Iron say iconic, iron say iconic. Iron say iconic, iron say iconic.
So fantastic. Ankit has been just so good. Just so special. Ankit has been so special. Of the 23 runs, he has got 20 and 4 fabulously hit boundaries. A catch being dropped. So those 16 plus 2, 18 and 2 couple of runs. Singles, I would say. Ruksar comes back to bowl his 3rd over. And he's hit in the covers. A couple of runs added. You can have 1 more fielder outside, but he has managed to keep more fielders inside the circle just to keep some pressure. Well, that's Abhimanyu Khanna. He moves on to 22 and the score moves on to 25. Such a delightful batsman to watch, a treat to watch such kind of players who play some nice authentic cricketing shots along with some adventurous shots. That was bold quick. What a shot! This is race away for a boundary. Beautifully done. Using the pace of the bowler, gliding it past the fielders over there, bifurcating the gap to perfection. Fantastic. This man is on a mission. He's got 26 of 29 runs which are scored. We are into the fifth over. The scoring may not be that quick, but this man isn't slow. This man is doing all the scoring. He's on 26. That was his fifth boundary. We saw a flick shot. We saw a cover drive. We saw a slash. We saw a shot being tucked away into the square leg. And we are seeing a shot which is cut beautifully. So all shots he has shown, a pull shot and a hook remaining. That's completely squared him, but that will give him a single. That's good bowling, good comeback by Rook. Every time Ruksara is being hit for a boundary, he comes up with a champion ball. And this time he did not beat the batter, but has conceded a single, but managed to square him up. This guy has been a good support to him. Let's see whether he gets his boundary. Oh, that's a very well bowled. See, the quicker one has been the variation which has got them a dot. And Nevin hasn't flinched. He hasn't given away anything. He has almost stopped every ball which has come his way, and that too effortlessly. This man is so good behind the stumps. That's beautifully played. Getting on top of it, playing with soft hands, getting a single, giving it to Ankit. Oh, that is beautiful shot. You were waiting for a sweep. He has exhibited a sweep also. What a shot this is. This is almost Surya Kumar like. Fabulous. He has hit 6 boundaries, 6 different shots. This was even better than the previous one. The score at the end of this over is 35. 12 runs in this over. I've been to different venues watching different or commentating on different games. In fact, a couple of more venues than this where this kind of cricket is played. Some amateur cricket where we saw darts tournaments going on, some other leagues going on. But I haven't seen as many families coming in as this ground over here. Because this is a ground where people come in with the families. We have got a son of the opening batter. That's beautifully done on the ground. The ball's racing. That's good work from Satish Yadav. Swift fielding, except for the drop chance, the two teams have fielded well. They dropped one each now. The catch which was dropped of Ankit has proven to be very, very expensive now. He's got a couple of boundaries after that. In fact, 3 boundaries after that catch was dropped. That's good. Oh, what a shot this is. This is simply outstanding. Just towards the commentator. That was, I think, out the back of the bat or maybe the upper side. That was a completely different shot. I don't know how to describe that shot, but that was so delightfully done. Done with a lot of grace, done with a lot of artistry against a bowler who is bowling quickly. That's smart thinking. Use the pace of the bowler who is trying to bowl quick and beat you. Instead, use his pace against him and get boundary. He has done it twice in space of 2 overs. He hit that one cut shot, and this one was delightfully placed. Glance, in fact, towards the leg side. This is nicely done. Understanding the bowlers, anticipating the bowler's length. Every time, it's not a rocket science that if you pitch the ball up and you are heading hit for a boundary, the bowler makes automatic correction. Either balls it on the length or balls it short. So he was ready for the short ball and hit it towards the covers. You see Rohit Sharma hitting down the ground, the next ball pulling into the mid wicket. That's how he anticipates the bowler's length after hitting him for the first boundary or a sixer. That's good. But the field placement can be slightly better over there. Look at Ankit racing and asking for a second one. He's not only scoring boundaries, Ankit, making his other partner also run with him. Ankit has been simply outstanding of the both sides. He's looked the best so far. The wicketkeeper has done a great job. Maybe he might be the first. He must be the one who would be part of the. Oh, that's beautifully done into the cow corner region. What a shot! That's his first boundary. In fact, and that has gone all the way. In fact, he has been giving good support to him. That's always good to see. Virat Kohli, Surya Kumar Yadav playing. Virat Kohli plays a second fiddle. As soon as Surya Kumar gets out, he takes the responsibility. And then the confidence. There can be no better confidence than success. Once you are successful, you become more confident. If you become confident, you are more successful. It's almost they don't say a vicious cycle. It's a cycle which follows one and another. A very good over in which they got 15 runs. It's a story of two innings, different innings. 4 overs and 23, and in the next two, they are more than doubled it. In fact, got 27 in the last two. Sunil Nair comes in. He gets the fine leg little finer. In fact, straighter. And Himanshu is the man over there. He has got two men at 45. Then he has got a point. Then he got extra cover. The four fielders within the circle trying to stop those singles. This man on prolific form comes on strike. Ankit. The Piyush, who got that delightful sixer in that previous over, he looks in mood now. But he has changed gears. A strong possibility of a wicket in this over. Sunil is known to take wickets, but that's not how you will get your wickets. This is quick calm action. If you remember, there was one bowler who used to bat very well from Sri Lanka. Tilakratne Dilshan used to come in quickly and bowl his off spinners like this. He may not be the same kind of bowler, may not bowl off spin, but a similar kind of action with rushing in towards the wicket. In fact, if you remember Sairaj Bhautule, that kind of spin bowling. But Sairaj Bhautule used to bowl a lot of flight, very slowly, a very good bowler. Mumbai leg spinner, got a few chances in Indian cricket team as well. That kind of bowler with that action. I'm just saying two off spinners and leg spinners put together, but action similar like that, kind of bowling. That's beautifully bowled. That's what I was talking about. You might just get a wicket, and there was two catches being dropped. That was so very well bowled. That's a perfect ball he wants to bowl. And if the leg spinners get it right on spot, they can be dangerous. Very, very busy action. Rushes in and gives it a rip, this man, Sunil. And almost tastes success actually, but for that drop chance. You need to be alone and pick those chances. This is short. That's what the bowler does. After a catch is being dropped, he fires it in. There are some bowlers, you'll still flight more and try and get wickets. Adam Zampa is one. He'll still give you that throw in that bit. Ball that ball very wide. Initially he was taken for a lot of runs, but the last 2-3 years Adam Zampa has been sensational with his leg spin bowling. More economical, more and more harmful than many other bowlers. Does he flight it again to Ankit? He bowls a quicker one instead. Just goes for a safer route. Ankit was dropped at point. That's what I was predicting. I just had that feeling that he might just get his wicket in this over. He'll go for a big shot. Take my word, Ankit's not going to take a backseat. He has been in good boundary hitting form today. That's nicely bowled. That's good call. He has been consistent. The umpire has given leeway to the bowlers today. Very good umpire Raju, consistent in giving decisions on both sides. People look at what's going on. It's better always to see something which others don't see. I just look around for families which come in, and I've seen Kshitij's son. I think it's Kshitij's son. I don't know whose son he is, but he has been the one who has not sat for a minute. He has just been around with his father, watching him bat, giving him those knocks, and also moving around and watching every ball. And if you have a son like it, and if you have a son dad relation like it, you are a successful man. That's beautiful. You may say it's fine, it's a son and dad kind of relation, it's normal, but very rarely do we see a grown up son like him not spending time with his other mates of his age, but spending time with his dad, watching his match, and both of them having the same love. That's cricket. That's beautifully bowled. Ankit, who has got six boundaries, in fact, six wonderful boundaries, six or seven, I don't exactly have the count, but two catches have been dropped. But he has played all around the wicket. And very rarely do we find a batsman like that, because we generally see a batsman who has a forte of playing a good square cut, or maybe playing through the extra covers, maybe now playing through that cow corner or straight down the ground. He's played all around. Oh, that's beautifully bowled and equally well played. Oh, he wanted to play it somewhere else. The ball has gone somewhere else. He's slightly unconventional at times, very, very untidy with some of his choice of shots. But the time he gets it right, he looks beautiful, elegant, and just so artistic. Ankit. But this man has almost a wicket. So the team in pink are making a comeback after conceding 27 runs in 2 overs. The last over has been a good one of 4 runs, and this over so far they haven't conceded a boundary. They are trying to clock back things. This will is shaping out to be a very good encounter, and bowlers are making a good comeback, especially this man Kshitij. That's beautiful bowling by Kshitij. 2 in 2 he has beaten Piyush. Sunil Nair bowled some very good deliveries in the previous over. Will he consistently drop in that same area and bowl some good deliveries against these two players? Oh, he bowls it in the right spot again. If you get that line right for a leg spinner and your rhythm going, leg spinners are a very difficult commodity. They can make you dance on your tunes. Some leg spinners, some wrist spinners, some finger spinners also can do that magic. So with that wrist, they can make you dance. And the best of the batsmen find it difficult when the leg spinners are on show. That's a quick over and that's a bad ball. At times, the bad balls by the leg spinners give you a lot of wickets. Good work, great work, in fact. The ball was going in. So Nevin, first volley for him. He's done very good job. Sunil has bowled well and Nevin has kept well. Let's see. Their combination is the one which brings in the first wicket. Forget about the wicket. This man has played so well. He is in his 30s. This man in his late 30s. Not his age, but his runs. And there's the chance he gives. That's what I was feeling. He might just get away. He gets out. He was playing so well. Ankit gets out after playing a fantastic inning. A superb array of shots on exhibition. But last 2 overs, he just had lost his touch, and that can happen. That's what I was thinking. He might just get out because his flow was interrupted. He wasn't the same fluent Ankit he in the first 5 overs. In fact, the first 6 overs. Somewhere his fluency was interrupted, and that resulted in the first wicket. Sunil, they say one brings two, and let's see whether he gets another. Such a good team. This is RP Warrior Alliance. I'm a big fan of this team. But Quantei Titans, they are a team which will have lots of good players, and unfortunately, they lost a couple of matches. So, a win there for them would be the ones which will bring them a lot of happiness and ecstasy. RP Warrior Alliance would be still thinking they are rightly placed to chase this down. In fact, going smoothly. That's very well bowled. In fact, very well kept, I would say. It's a wide, but the keeping absolutely superb. This man behind stumps. Oh, that's up and over into the covers. The ball will swivel and come towards the fielder. In fact, just misses him for a very, very good boundary. Fantastic hit. Ankit may have gone, but these two guys are carrying on the mantle of scoring. Piyush hitting that very good shot. Inside out into the covers. Swirled and went to that covers. Not that well timed, not off the middle of the bat. That's the reason the ball curled and swirled. But nevertheless got the scorers, which was good shot selection against the leg spinner. Straight to the fielder. Chance. Ah, he runs in well. 65 runs, 9 runs, and a wicket in this over. Kshitij comes in. It's going to be some interesting viewing now. Almost similar kind of score. They got 71 in the first 10. That's a very good boundary. Fielder had chance over there. Subhash, I think it's there. Piyush and Kaushal. Kaushal is a very good all-rounder. Couldn't bowl today, but he bats at that crucial position. He's a very, I would say, a safe kind of batsman where you will get a lot of trust and assurance from him. He went for the delightful shot inside out, but he'll play with a lot of control. This is so very well bowled. And why did they change Nevin? I think Subhash is the new wicket keeper and makes a mess of it. He's a good keeper. He's making up for his friend. He had such wonderful first few overs. Ball bounced awkwardly actually, but he is starting too far back. That's very well played with soft hands. And he could have run it. They could have got that single. The fielder was way back. And he has played with soft hand just under his nose. But that's a clear no from Piyush. That's always good. A loud no is always welcome. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. Squared him up completely. Oh, that's beautifully turned off his hips. Oh, he can't be doing that. I don't think it will cost more than one. In fact, he has cost them 2 runs. Can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. This is a very strong team. If you are going to misfield, that's not going to be let to go. So another good over, but he conceded a boundary in that. First over was brilliant. This over he conceded a few. Score at the end of over number 10 is 78 8 runs in this over along with that boundary and a misfield. 73. They were 71 at the end of over number 10. These guys are 73. But in fact, the best part is they have just lost a wicket. They had lost 3.
energy, boosted है life. Iron से iconic enersal, energized. Iron से iconic enersal, energized. Iron say iconic, iron say iconic, iron say iconic, iron say iconic.
Three runs at the end of over number 10. They need exactly 75 runs to win this one. 7.5 runs per over from here on. Bowler Tausif comes in. The opening batter comes in to bowl. Left armers, almost every team has more than 2-3 now. One was a necessity. People have more than one in this kind of tournaments. And they're going with that angle, and all quick bowlers. They're not the Chinaman bowlers or the bowlers who will give a lot of flight. We saw Subhash. Subhash is a very good bowler when it comes to left arm bowling. And Tausif is into the same league. That is good ball, very well bowled. Nice flight. Just as a, oh, you can't be doing that. You need to support your bowlers. You can win it by only those small kind of clusters of good works, and that too consistently bowling some clusters of good balls together. If a couple of balls are being bowled harmlessly, and if you give away a single in it, all that pressure which is created goes away in a jiffy. That's a quicker one. That's the typical bowler's response. But they have stolen those singles, and these guys are misfielded. Not something which they pride on. They are a very good set of fielders. Nevin, we saw, he's one of the better keepers, and he did not let go any ball. And he was just so good. I think it's Himanshu who has replaced him. He let go one, but Himanshu also seems to be a very, very good wicket keeper. Wicket keepers, fielders, they all need to support the bowlers. Very well bowled. Again a flighted delivery. So he bowled that first one slightly at a normal pace, then a slower delivery, then a quicker ball, and then nicely bowled flighted one again. So he's actually interlacing. Just 2 runs. And he's strengthening that offside. That's good. That's courageous. Nothing wrong in it. He has emboldened that offside with some one more fielder in covers. That's some courageous work. He has just kept that open. So that's good, smart bowling. That's courageous bowling. Bowling and fielding is put the fielders as per his strength. That is bowling the ball outside the off stump and moving it away. He has to go cross batted if he wants to go take runs. That's good. That's good. Even if it has gone for a single, they might go for a second one. But that's fine. He has gone across the line. At the most, they are going to get a couple, but a chance to get wicket. That's the point Abhimanyu was saying. We need to have the same field. When you're doing something right, why to change? Somebody would be 3/4 over there. In fact, they all are going back again. And Kaushal is smart, but he took chance of going across. But he should pitch it up if he wants to have all those fielders on the offside. Again, he's bowling short, but that was a quicker one. So 3 quicker ones, 2 slower ones, and a short ball. 4 runs in this over. The score is 77 at the end of over number 11. They need exactly 71 in the next 9 overs. 8 runs per over from here on. Oh, that's a first bad ball. He has bowled on all his innings. Why to change when you're bowling well? Thus, that small pressure was created. A good over of 4 runs. He gives a freebie to the opposition, and Piyush capitalizes on it. Sunil has bowled so well, has got a wicket. He needs to continue what he's doing. Instead, he wants to go the quicker one. Bowls it down the leg. Wicket. Sunil, who has already got that wicket, of important wicket of the opening batter. He has bowled well. His leg spinners have landed well. But once in a while, he has bowled short balls like this. Leg spinning is not an easy art. It takes a lot of precision. Very, very quick arm action, this bowler. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. And very well. Oh, that ball just moved away. Satish Yadav took it slightly complacently. So 2 bad efforts. One by a short pitch ball, almost bouncing twice. And this one was hit hard. Piyush opening the arms after Ankit's dismissal. They needed that kind of over. But he's bowled so well, Sunil. Just as they were trying to get hold over the match, some misfields getting them into a lot of trouble. Satish Yadav, one of their more reliable fielders. He might just pick a wicket, this man, Sunil. That kind of bowler is. That's a chance. And great effort. But again, just going out of his hand. That's what I said. He might just pick a wicket. It's a sixer. 4-4-6. 14 runs in this over. He'll take the scoring to 91 now. An over in which could have got him a wicket. An over which could have tightened that scoring has been the other way around now. A very good over of 4 runs by Tosif. Then a bad ball down the leg side, then a misfield, and a drop chance. Everything and anything which the Quantei Titans did not want. That's the line and length. That's what I was talking. He might get a wicket. He has got a wicket, but after conceding or bowling some bad balls. But well played by Piyush. He did what his team needed. He got that. Has got them that surge ahead, which has taken them to a position of strength and safety, and still Santosh Dada to come. New man in is Jimish. He's picked up two. He might pick another. He is in good bowling form, bowling some great deliveries, but given away a few runs. Fielding has to be slightly better. They got some very good bowlers and batters. Some players who are slightly slow. 15 runs in this over and a wicket. He might just pick one more, but Kaushal seems to be very, very calm and quite under pressure. Again, a short pitch delivery. Again, there was a chance of a second. Look at that throw. Beautiful. A 16-run over, but he got a wicket. He is in good bowling form, Sunil. In spite of bowling a few bad balls in the over, he bowls out wicket-taking overs. Joseph bowled a very good over the previous one, in which he gave 14 runs. In fact, 4 runs. And this over went for many. Actually went on for 16 runs. The equation, they need exactly 55 runs to win this one. A very big over for them. Tausif, he needs, and oh, this is beautiful bowling. Fantastic flight given. Beautiful ball. That's smart. They need to pick those catches. If they want to win this one, any chance of coming back into this tournament, they need to pick a few wickets. They lost 2 matches, and this is a pretty strong team, RP Warrior Lions. RP Warrior Lions would like to win and consolidate their position. They already won one match, and that too convincingly it was. Score moves on to 94. That's beautiful. That's nice. That's beautiful. That's how you bowl those left arm spinners. Not every ball has to be a quick one. You need to have courage to bowl those one. There is a lot of space into extra covers, but that's how you throw the bait. And that would be slightly quicker this one now. Yeah, that's what was anticipated. Very well bowled. Nice mixture of bowling. Tosif, if he bowls an over like this, in fact he must be in he's in his second over. He might bowl a match-winning spell. This man, he has just conceded 6 in his 1.4, 1.3, whatever overs he has bowled. That's beautiful. That's superb. That's fabulous. In fact, bowling with that kind of pace, easily at the flight also you can say the ball is going to do something nice. That's what you bowl well. If the batters get some runs, good luck to them. And if you get a wicket, you would be rewarded for it. So that's fine. Even if they have to hit against some good bowling. This again I think would be a quicker one, because the batsman would be expecting a flighted delivery. Every time you rip a ball, the spinner generally thinks of bowling a flighted ball. He might bowl that quicker one again. Yes, that's what he does. But still, they still run well, and they have made a very good over into a good over by running those quick singles. A very good over again. Another 4-run over, which takes them to 97, keeps them in hunt. 51 needed in the next 7. They need a couple of overs of Tausif more like this. That wasn't that a great ball. That was short and that was wide. That is good running, not so good fielding effort. This is not a match, tournament, or an encounter where you can take things complacently in fielding. You need to put your hardest possible effort, especially at this point of time. You cannot be like doing 100% every time, but at least at this very delicate situation, you need to field well. You need to field well and support your bowlers who are trying very hard against some strong batting. And this batting has been really superb. Take my word, these guys have played well. So Jamesh and Kaushal, they need to keep them quiet for a few overs. That's good bowling. That's fabulous. That's right length and right line. More important, line is important because it's closer to the batter, so he cannot chop and cut and do things which you can do off the back foot. And he's changed the pace well, had that variety going in. He'll bowl that ball little more flighted in. Flight it more, slower. Yeah, that's a quicker one. That's good running by Kaushal. A non-strikers call, but that won't matter them because if Sunil continues with that kind of bowling, and if Tausif supports him, they will get a few wickets. They will take chances if you bowl overs of 4-5 runs. There is where you get that opening of getting few more wickets and creating a chance for yourselves. The equation is completely favoring RP Warrior Lions, but things can change with this kind of bowling. This is beautifully bowled. That's a chance. In fact, that is slashed, and that will go for a boundary. A very good ball, but a boundary is struck. Kaushal has played well. He's played one shot inside out, a similar kind of shot against the spinner, and this again using the fielding positions and getting a shot going. But even if I'm the bowler, I won't complain because a boundary might come, but the next few balls which you bowl, you can easily make up for it. A 6-7 run over might still keep them in hunt. They need a straighter one in their armory. If you are a left armer, a ball which goes straight, because this wicket has kept low. So if you're quicker ones you're bowling, if they ball flat and if they go low, you might get a chance. But if your quicker ones are going to bounce, they're not going to be that deadly. Let's see whether he goes for the quicker one or goes for the flighted one. I think he'll flight it again. No, he bowls a quicker one. And so very well kept. Both the keepers have done very well of collecting the balls nicely. In fact, one by only they have conceded. He has bowled his heart out, this man. He may have conceded 16 in the previous over, but he has been the one who has taken a couple of wickets. And he has a lot of energy, a lot of runs. So 105 runs, they need 43 more runs in the next 6 overs. They need Tausif's 2 good overs to keep them in hunt. He has bowled 2 very good overs, has conceded 8 runs, and he has bowled with the mixed pace, mixed line and length, and that's what has got the batsman into trouble. This man has looked very, very calm under pressure. Kaushal has looked good. That's beautiful. That's nice. He's bowled very well, this man. He got out cheaply today, but he's making up with his bowling. 1 or 2 good overs, Quantei Titans will have a small opening. Right now, RP Warrior Lions are running away with it, but they still have a chance. It's a 30% chance, in fact, I would say, for Quantei Titans. They need 43 in the next 6. 1 good over, and they would be back in contention. You never know. This kind of matches are tricky. This is beautifully bowled. Completely squared him up. They need to tighten there. They need to be ready. They need to be alert to stop those singles. At least create that confusion by rushing in. That's not going to help if you are offering those easy singles over there. They are swapping their places now. Fielder extra cover swaps his place with the fielder and point. Still little deep. That's good bowling. That's good bowling. Good flight. Nice pace he has got. He has got the understanding of this wicket. This wicket is slightly slow. So the slow pace on the ball does not make it that easy for the batters to use the pace and just play according to their will. This is good bowling by this guy. Another over in which he has bowled so well. That's good bowling. That's a very good shot. Inside out into the covers. Oh, just wrong footed. He actually ran over it. He could have got down. 6 runs on this over. Hands on hips for Tausif. Not happy with his fielder support. And that's a slight difference in between two teams now. They saved a lot of boundaries. These guys are giving away a few. Ran over that one. That happens. And Kaushal, every boundary he has hit, the ball has swirled and curled and gone. So he has not got it out of the middle of the bat. More importantly, he sees where there are no fielders. A 6 see a wicket, but Kaushal has been brilliant. Let's see Tausif, who has bowled well, deserves a wicket. He's into his third over and has given just 14 runs. He bowls a quicker one with a lot of anger. A catch being dropped off his bowling. A boundary being let go. A lot of singles being not guarded. So this man has a lot of reason to be disappointed and angry. That's good bowling again. That's great bowling in fact. And what very well kept that the wicket keeper has. Fantastic bowling. 3 overs and 14 runs for this man. The left-hander has kept them in the hunt. 37 needed in the next 5.
Boosted energy, boosted life. Iron say iconic enersal, energized. Iron say iconic enersal, energized. Iron say iconic, iron say iconic. Iron say iconic, iron say iconic.
He has got 60 odd. He's got a man of the match and is still to go into bat now. So Smpl, Santosh has taken it to a liking. And he is called a Dada for a reason. Not Dada just because of his batting style, but because of his age and out of respect. Not age, I would say. I would say people Maharashtrians, they call Dada as a big brother. So they do in Bengali as well. We call Anna for somebody in the lingo of South. Dada in Bengali and Marathi. So Santosh Dada has done well. And his name is Pallav, so he's blossoming. That's nicely cut. A good fielding effort. They are now Tausif. He is being stationed over there. This is so very close. You might see it's going to be a cakewalk for RP Warrior Lions. They might easily win it. But cricket has done stranger things. If they get an over of 3-4 runs now, they will be in it. The Quantei Titans. This is very interesting now. Almost like a match which RP Warriors are going to win and cruise. And especially this man on your screen has been just fabulous. Handling the situation very well after that Ankit's brilliant knock. That's good bowling. They have got him. That's a big breakthrough. What a good catch that is. Fabulously held. Brilliant catch taken by this man. And I was going gaga about Nevin. Himanshu has taken a better catch. And he was played so well, this man. He took all that, absorbed all that pressure after those 2 quick wickets. He gets out. He was batting so smartly. Running so well. He gets out. That's an opening for them. A chance for them to win this one. And why is Santosh Dada not yet in? Imran coming in. Imran bowled well. Let's see what Imran does with the bat in his hand. Why is your big AK-47 not being in use? They're trying to use the other guns, But I think that AK-47 is still there, Santosh Balab. And what treat was him to watch him play on the other day. He was hitting sixes for fun, boundaries for fun, and all towering sixes. Imran comes in. He saw some delightful batting from that short and diminutive Ankit at the top of the order. Almost similar kind a batter comes in. That's a wide. A very rare bat ball. What a good catch that was from Himanshu. That's well bowled. That's a chance. But the ball is racing. That's beautifully. Oh, what good throw this is. But running has been slightly better. Jimish running and running very hard. This has been the feature of this inning. RP Warrior Lions are so special when it comes to fielding and running between the wickets. This team are one of the top contenders to go and play the last four. TDPL was good the other day. Oh, that's beautifully slashed, but straight to the fielder. And this is what has been their undoing. At least 6-7 times they have let go those singles. A couple of times they have let go few boundaries. They have dropped 3 easy chances. And if they will lose, they'll have to go and look back at this fielding effort. Such a good fielder he is, making a lot of mistakes today. Jimish on strike now. We are into the 16th over. It has been a fabulous over so far. That's good bowling. But this is smart, intelligent, diligent batting. Scoring of every ball. So the score at the end of over number 16 is in fact there is a ball to go. I thought that was end of the over. Still a ball to go. Just got too excited with that equation. It remains that way. It remains that way. The score is 106 runs in this over, 117. That makes it interesting, keeps it interesting. 31 in the next 4. That's going to be very, very interesting. So they need exactly 31 in the next 4. Things are going to be interesting. This kind of matches bring in a lot of interest. A good over here from Quantei Titans will make these next 4 overs really, really interesting. Just like an international encounter, this match is going on, where a target is, I would say, a easy one, a softer one, but which has been turned into a slightly moderate one, and it is becoming a difficult one if this over gets better. They need 31 runs in the next 24 balls. They need 2 overs to go in the aggregate of below 12 runs. Means 2 overs, they need to maybe 7-5, 6-6, whatever. Or perfectly, they need a maiden, the bowling team, just for us to have some good viewing. We don't mind any team winning. I've been slightly biased towards Quantei Titans, if they may feel. No, because I feel Quantei Titans lost a couple of matches. I would love to see some, as a viewer, as a neutral, I would love to see Quantei Titans making a good comeback. If winning or losing, we don't mind. But we would like to see a contest between a very strong team. He has got a comprehensive victory in the previous one, RP Warrior Lions, against a team which has struggled in this tournament. Love to see Quantei Titans coming back. Oh, this is good. This is beautiful. In fact, that would be just a single if the fielder does well. That's good. He's given a couple of runs, but that's good effort. That was a chance. That was great bowling. This man has bowled well. He is into his last over. Very interesting. This are few moments now. This is well bowled. Straight to the fielder. That's cool. That's going to become very, very interesting now. The fielders over there are a concern now. They are very good at set of batsman and bowler. The fielding, lots of khaddas as we say in Hindi language. Lots of people who are not that quick and swift. They are good catchers but not good movers. That's good batting. That's slashed. That's some work for the fielder who does a great job. Fantastic. That ball was moving. And look at the wicket keeper collecting the ball so delightfully. And he is having one glove off just in case they go for the second one. So good to watch such commitment from players. The wicket keeper has been a star in the last few overs. And he is just marshalling his troops. So great to watch. A close encounter. Some good bowling. And RP Warrior Lions are also worried slightly now. This is good. This is brilliant. This is super, Bramtosif. The line is just so special. Just as the ball is released, you come to know that the ball is going to be a good one or not. He is just bowling so smartly and diligently. This is making out to be a very, very interesting encounter now. They need 31. If it's good for a 6-run over, the target is going to be like 8.33. That's a short pitch ball. That's an opportunity. It will go for a couple of runs. Not more than that. He needs to get rid of the ball quickly. That's what he does. With that brace, a very good ball in fact. The score will move on to 123. So 6 runs in this over. They need exactly 25 in the next 3. They need one more over like Tausif's over. Tausif was so brilliant. He has just given 20 runs in his 4 overs and has kept his team into the hunt. And he has bowled those 4 continuous overs. That was over number 17, 15, 13th and 11th, which has just got them back into this contest. Brilliant bowling by the left armour. Just keeps them in the hunt. A good over. Maybe a Kshitij. Yeah, that's a good choice of bowler. Kshitij has bowled well. If Kshitij bowls well and gives say maybe 6, 7, 8 runs also is fine. If they happen to give anything below 8, they would be in it to win it. The Quantei Titans. So the pass surge is something what would be at their advantage. At times, pass surge in an overs where you have to score somewhere around 7-8 runs an over can be a handicap because they are forced to come in and closing on those singles, and there is where you can get into trouble. Remember in the previous innings, the 16th over went for and the 15th over went for 12 runs each, and as soon as the power play was taken, 9-run over was bowled by Imran, I think. And after that a lot of wickets fell even in the another pass search over, that was 18th and 19th. So pass search can go against you at times because they were motoring along. They played very well. They got a lot of runs in 17th and 15th and 16th over. The 17th and 18th over which they took the power play, it just backfired. Only in Nevin's late order hitting got them out of trouble. In fact, they got 17 in the last over. This is interesting now. 3 overs and 25 runs to win. Kshitij just bowled well. His son is come here to watch him. Oh, what a good shot that is. Pass search. First ball. Dispatch for a wonderful boundary. Kshitij's son is here. He is looking at him, and his dad has not done a bad job at all. He has batted well, and he has come back after being hit for a boundary. They are still in it. Take my word. 16 ball 21, not easy. Oh, Kshitij, brilliant that is. Superb. He has got his son to witness, and I think his spouse has also come. And that is so good to see. The family is coming in to watch. And the son is watching so anxiously, and his dad is bowling the most important over. That's what we play for. We play for your friends and families. This is brilliant stuff from him. Great bowling. That's not good fielding. Kshitij is bowling an over which might just win it for them. He has given 5 in the first 4. This is so interesting to watch. RP Warrior Lions, every player who has come on show has been very good. But this team, Quantei Titans, the team in pink, have got this match into some interesting moments over here. Courtesy, some brilliant fight back from the left arm Tausif. And Kshitij, he is putting up a show in front of his son, who he wants him to be his hero. Let's see whether the dad makes his reputation even better in front of his eyes. No dad, or in fact every dad wants to be a hero in his son's eyes. That's very well hit, but there is protection and a lot of good wishes from the son's end. So 7 run over, I said 7-8 is fine. A very good ball that was, but what a good shot that was. A crucial one. Jimish playing a very important knock. Jimish and Imran. He's going 7, that's fine. Anything below 8 is fine. That will keep them in hunt. And that to a passage over after conceding a boundary. The next few balls right on spot. 7 runs in this over with couple of dot deliveries. A very, very crucial ball coming up. If he gets a dot ball on this one, it would be gold dust. If he gets a singles, they will still be in it because the equation will be still tougher. Not that easy. They need to score the remaining 17 runs. That's not going to be easy. They need 18 more right now. 13 ball 18. Kshitij has bowled his heart out for his team. His son is watching anxiously. And let's see whether it would be ecstasy or agony at the end of 20 overs. Because this match is going to go right down to the last over. Oh, he has got his. Oh, that was perilously heartbreaking. Agonizingly close to being caught. Goes for a boundary. And equation has become easier with that slash. 12 balls and 14 runs. They need a Jasprit Bumrah coming here and now. So 134 for 3. So 2 overs and 14 runs. They are still in it, Quantei Titans. So Abhimanyu would have wished to have one more Tausif in the team. One more good over from Tausif. But unfortunately he can bowl only 4. 20% of the overs can be bowled in any kind of limited over format. Subhash, you cannot ask for a better bowler than him. But at times in this year I've seen him giving those boundary balls. Maybe one or two boundary balls in an over. Last time here I saw him. On every ground he was simply superb, very economical. Let's see, Subhash, does he have the same firepower in him? 12 balls, 14 runs. That boundary of the last ball just has got it in the favor of RP, Warrior Line. That is good bowling. That is great piece of work over there by the fielder. Saved 3 runs for his team, driving around. 11 balls, 13 runs to win. This match isn't over. I just think Quantei Titans might just win this one. I have got strong feeling that this might just be overturned. And an easy victory for RPL Orient Lions. Why just change? 11 balls, 13 runs. You might just see a wicket on this ball. A Jimish on strike. We'll do it for the umpires. I did not know where did it go. Did it hit the back of the bat? And yes, that hit the back of the bat. That is keeps it still interesting now. Because the difference of 2, if it goes to 3, that would mean 9 runs in the last over. That's not going to be easy. So you need to hit a boundary. It's a pass search over against Subhash. Not going to be easy. Not going to be easy. 12 needed of the next 10. It is anybody's match now. Quantei Titans from 30, their chances have gone to 40-45 now. They're still in it. Take my word, they are still in it, Quantei Titans, and they might just peep through. That's good bowling. That's fabulous bowling. That's keeping them in the match. Again, 9 balls, 11 runs. It is anybody's. One boundary will kill that equation. They cannot win it without hitting a boundary here. Because you will not get some freebies here. You will not get whites and no balls here. You might get a doubles, but they need a boundary to win this one. 9 balls, 11 runs. They need a dot ball. Quantei Titans, we need to see a dot ball just to get some interest coming in. Oh, that's a fabulous shot. What a shot on the top of it. A most important shot of the match. Brilliantly hit by Jimmy. Perhaps not the right line, not the right length. That shot has just killed it, making it 7 of the next 8. This is where heroes are made. Jimmy hit a very good boundary, a very crucial one. It's not important how many you hit, it's when you hit them and how you hit them, against whom you hit them, and at what point of time. So he hit the right shot at the right time, at the right place, at the right situation. Very good boundary. 8 balls, 7 runs to win. They need a wicket, Quantei Titans, to stay in it. A new batter to come in. Perhaps not Santosh Dada. Oh, that will do it. That will finish it. That will kill all that fun which we had. 3 needed of the next 7. It's going to go in the last over, but only for the formality. But if Jimmy, 2 bad balls, 2 bad line balls, both of them on the leg side. Quantei Titans, again a heartbreaking sort of innings for them. This match they could have won with some brilliant comeback by Tausif. Their drop chances, misfields have cost them dearly today. It's a very good team, a team of 2 passionate leaders. I think Puneet, he is injured, but he was supporting his team well. 7 balls, 3 runs to win. He might still go for it, Jimish. He has to, not to keep anything in the last over. He might just go for a boundary again. 2 very good boundaries. Then he wanted to bowl something like that all throughout. 1 over and 3 to win. Those 2 boundaries just killed all the fun we had all throughout. A very good over in which they got 11 runs. 2 boundaries and 3 singles. The passage is over, but if I am the captain, I'll still have all the fielders in. And just not for formality, all of them closing in. And still create that pressure. See, scoring 6 runs or 4 runs or 5 runs is way difficult than scoring 10 or 11. Because all the pressure is on the batting team to get it done easily. Because if they cannot be losing it from there. So that's a kind of a situation where if you score runs, it's fine, but if you don't, you get into trouble. But if it is 9, 10, 11, 12, the batter can still go for it and he can't be blamed even if he doesn't get. So this is more trickier situation. But they will play it smartly, they'll play it prudently. Will he prevail in the last over? Yes, Kshitij, will he become the hero? No, he can't. The scores are level. I think that would be game, set and match. Yes, it is. They win this one convincingly with 5 balls to spare and with 7 wickets in hand. But we had a very good match in which we saw some brilliant fight back by the team in pink. But that second last over and the over before that, those three boundaries in 2 overs, just did it for them.
Boosted energy